Hello, this is Caede. Today, I am at the Heian Jingu Shrine, which is famous for its very large red torii gate and beautiful architecture. Built in 1895, Heian Jingu is one of Kyoto's newest shrines. Kyoto was the center of Japan for about 1,200 years, starting in 794. So many temples and shrines were built at that time. I wonder why this magnificent shrines was built only after the capital moved from Kyoto to Tokyo. In 1868, the power in Japan passed from the shogun to the emperor, and the capital was relocated to Tokyo. At the same time, the emperor moved from Kyoto to Tokyo. Along with the emperor, many noble families and merchants also left Kyoto. So, after the Meiji Restoration, Kyoto was rapidly dying out. The population was actually reduced by two-thirds, and the remaining people had lost their energy. I understand how depressed they were because people living in Kyoto were very proud of their ancient capital. So, as one of the measures to revitalize Kyoto and the citizens, the National Industrial Exhibition was held for 4 months in 1895. The site was a little south of where Heian Shrine is now. It was also the 1100th anniversary of the foundation of the ancient capital Kyoto. There were also art museums, a zoo, an aquarium, etc., and the event was very crowded. The main pavilion built at that time was the Daigokuden, which is now the worship hall of the shrine. After the exhibition, it was moved to its current location and became the Heian Jingu Shrine. The Heian Jingu Shrine is dedicated to two emperors. The first emperor, who founded the ancient capital called Heian-kyo, the Emperor Kanmu, and the last emperor to reside in Kyoto, the Emperor Komei. Now let me guide you through the highlights of the Heian Jingu. The largest torii gate in Kyoto is this one at the Heian Jingu. It was built in 1929 with reinforced concrete, and it's measuring a whopping 24 meters high and 18 meters wide. It's really big when you see it up close. The Emperor's chrysanthemum crest can be seen on top. The old Tenmon Gate, the main gate of the Heian Jingu, can be seen after walking straight north for about 300 meters from the old Torii Gate. After passing through the old Tenmon Gate, you will see the Daigokuden, the main worship hall. The old Tenmon and the Daigokuden were built during the National Industrial Exposition in 1895. It is a 5/8 scale reproduction of a building called Chodo-in, which was the imperial palace during the Heian period, where national rituals and politics such as accession to the throne were held. Unfortunately, buildings from those days are no longer in existence. So this is a reproduction, but it is the only place in Kyoto where you can see what buildings from the Heian period actually looked like. The colors were so vivid. The Byakkoro and Seiryu-ro, which are connected to the Daigokuden, were also built in 1895. Behind the Daigokuden, you can see the main hall where the Emperor Kanmu and the Emperor Komei are enshrined. Once you enter the Daigokuden, Photography is prohibited. The buildings of the Heian Jingu are already very beautiful, but the Shinyan or Shrine Garden, which is located behind the worship hall and consists of 4 gardens, east, middle, west, and south, is of exceptional beauty. There is a fee to enter the garden, but if you have time, let's visit it. There are many weeping cherry trees in the spring, and the colored trees in the fall are very beautiful. There is an entrance next to the Byakkoro, so let's go in. As you enter the garden, you'll see a display of Japan's first tramcar, a hydroelectric power train that was used to transport people to the venue of 1895 National Industrial Exposition. This train is over 100 years old. Thanks to this train, the number of visitors to the exposition could exceed 1.13 million. The exposition was so crowded that the roads and inns had to be improved, and the foundation of Kyoto as a tourist city was laid. Let's keep going. Can you see the ponds? The water here comes from Lake Biwa in Shiga Prefecture. A waterway that was built in the Meiji era runs near the Heian Jingu, and the water is drawn from there. There are many trees around the ponds. It's beautiful. Let's go to the Garyo Bridge that spans the pond in the middle Shinyan. The word Garyo means sleeping dragon. The shape of the bridge looks like a sleeping dragon, hence the name. And when you cross this bridge, you will feel as if you are flying on the back of a dragon, especially when the weather is good and the sky is reflected in the pond. It will really feel as if you are flying. So watch your step and don't fall into the pond. This pine tree at the entrance of the bridge is a bit short and a bit of a hindrance, don't you think? It's deliberately kept low to encourage people to bend over and look at their feet when they cross the bridge. The stone that was used to build this bridge is the same stone that was used for the Sanjo Bridge on the Kamo River in Kyoto. In 1590, Toyotomi Hideyoshi built the first bridge in Japan that used stone for its pillars, stone from the 16th century. In the East Shinyan, the beautiful Taiheikaku Bridge spans its pond. There is a place where you can sit on the bridge. It's a perfect spot to take a break while enjoying the scenery. In spring, you can see the cherry blossoms from here, and it's so lovely. The area around the Heian Jingu is a place of relaxation for the citizens of Kyoto. The zoo that was built for the exposition is still there, and there are many museums and other facilities. If the weather is fine, do take some time to relax in the park in front of the Heian Jingu.